Hi, I'm Cheryl and I'm back again, and today I'm going to talk about sleep or the lack of it. A friend of mine was talking about it recently, and I know that I am an abuser of sleep. I sit up late watching YouTube or chatting to friends or working, editing some footage, and before I know it, it's like 2 a.m, and I tippy-toe off to bed so I don't wake my husband up and get into trouble. But it does catch up with you, and according to experts, you get sleep deprived or a sleep debit. Now, according to those who know, there are 3 stages that you hit before you hit REM, which is rapid eye movement, which is supposed to be the deep sleep. And if you don't get that, it affects you mentally. It affects your ability to heal yourself, and it affects the ability to concentrate. Now, I know that I have suffered from that because I've gone sometimes 3 or 4 nights where I've sat up editing, just trying to get some footage done for a certain time. And I find that I think I'm okay, but I'm really cranky and I drop things all the time and I forget things. It affects my memory, and it really does affect you. So I think it is important to get sleep. One book I read said that you had to be asleep by 10 o'clock at night because you downloaded all your thoughts like a computer and you started your healing process and your hormone processes all sort themselves out before 12 o'clock. So he suggested that you had to be in bed before 10. I find that really difficult, but I do have to make myself do it sometimes. Apparently adults are supposed to have about 8 hours sleep, so that they still have the ability to concentrate and to do their jobs. And I know it is hard if you don't sleep. If you repeatedly miss out on sleep, how is it going to affect your job and how is it going to affect your life? I wonder now about what happens to shift workers, because shift workers are always going to sleep during the day and working during the night. And one study that I read said that if it's a regular time, you can reset your clock and you can get a decent amount of sleep. But for nurses and doctors, their shifts change all the time. What happens to them? Are they dangerous if they're having too many shift changes? Does it affect their ability to concentrate? Does it affect their ability to make decisions? I know when I was a nurse that when I was working night shift, so that I wouldn't miss out on being with my friends, I would stay up and I would go to work without sleep because I was young and I didn't think anything of it. But now I sort of think, wow, maybe I did things that I shouldn't have done because I wasn't concentrating because I didn't have enough sleep. When my son worked night shift, it was really difficult for him because he had to go to work at 4 p.m, and a lot of his friends were going out then, and he had to work during the night and didn't get home till late, as in early in the morning, and his friends would be asleep, so nobody would be up. We wouldn't be up. We hardly got to see him. We were all away during the day when he was home. I know it can be hard, but I was just wondering, are there any shift workers out there? Would you like to leave me a comment and tell me how you get through the hours of not sleeping when everybody else is sleeping? Does it affect your concentration? And does it affect your life in general? How do you cope socially? How do you cope with the lack of concentration? What are your thoughts? Let me know. Thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, that way you won't miss out on any new videos. And please leave a comment. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about my videos, or give me some suggestions of other videos to make. Please don't forget to rate. It's really important. It gives me an idea of whether I'm doing the right thing or not. Homemade worm farm, which you'll be able to watch on one of my channels. I do little documentaries. If you look in the little window frame, that's my last podcast that I did. If you click on it, it'll send you to that podcast, which is introducing me, in case you missed it. Thank you.